Welcome to this lesson on conductors and insulators. Today, we're going to explore the fascinating world of materials and how they interact with electric charge. Understanding which materials allow charge to flow and which ones prevent it is fundamental to electricity and electronics. By the end of this lesson, you'll understand why some materials conduct electricity while others block it completely. Let's start with conductors. Conductors are materials that allow electric charge to flow through them freely. Think of them as highways for electricity. When you apply voltage across a conductor, electric charges move easily from one end to the other. This free movement of charge is what makes conductors so useful in electrical circuits and power transmission. Common examples you encounter every day include the metal wires in your home's electrical system and the copper traces inside electronic devices. So what materials are good conductors? First, we have metals like copper, silver, gold, and aluminum. These are the most common conductors used in electrical applications. Second, salt water is an excellent conductor because dissolved ions can carry charge. Third, plasma, which is ionized gas containing free charges, conducts electricity very well. Finally, even the human body is a conductor because it contains water and electrolytes. This is why it's so important to be careful around electricity, as current can flow through your body. But why do conductors allow charge to flow? It all comes down to their atomic structure. Conductors have what we call free electrons. These are electrons that aren't tightly bound to any particular atom. Instead, they can move easily from atom to atom throughout the material. When you apply an electric field or voltage, these free electrons flow in one direction with very little resistance. This movement of electrons from atom to atom creates a continuous path for electric current, which is exactly what we need for electrical circuits to function. Now let's look at the opposite type of material, insulators. Insulators are materials that resist or prevent the flow of electric charge through them. You can think of insulators as barriers or walls that block electricity. Unlike conductors, when you try to pass current through an insulator, the charges cannot move freely. This property makes insulators essential for safety in electrical systems. They protect us from electric shocks and prevent short circuits by keeping electricity confined to where it should be. What materials act as insulators? Wood and paper are insulators when they're dry, though moisture can reduce their insulating properties. Rubber and plastic are widely used as insulators, especially for coating electrical wires to protect users from shock. Glass and ceramic materials are excellent insulators and are used in high-voltage applications. Finally, air and vacuum are also insulators. In fact, air is the insulator that surrounds us constantly, preventing electricity from jumping between nearby conductors under normal conditions. So why don't insulators conduct electricity? Again, it's all about their atomic structure. In insulators, electrons are tightly bound to their atoms. Unlike conductors, insulators don't have free electrons available to move around. The electrons are locked in place, strongly attached to their parent atoms. Because there are no free electrons to carry charge, electric current simply cannot flow through the material. It would take an enormous amount of energy to pull electrons away from their atoms, which is why insulators block electricity so effectively under normal conditions. Let's see how we use conductors and insulators in real life. Conductors are used in electric wires and cables to carry current from one place to another. They're also essential in circuit components like switches and connectors, and in power transmission lines that deliver electricity across long distances. On the other hand, insulators are used as wire coating to keep us safe from electric shock. Electrical tape acts as an insulator to repair damaged wires. And circuit board substrates are made from insulating materials to prevent unwanted connections between different parts of the circuit. Together, conductors and insulators work hand in hand to make safe and functional electrical systems possible.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.